All right, so it's been a couple of months now. Now that the market is starting to wake up again, it's time to revisit our 50x crypto portfolio. And I'm really happy to say that things are starting to move again, of course, in an upwards direction. So we're taking a look at that 50x master portfolio, and we're making a couple of important changes as well, some updates here. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie, and this is Altcoin Buzz. Best of luck. If you choose to invest, just remember that I am not a financial or investment advisor, and I wish you well, but remember that this video is not official financial or investment advice. If you're not already a part of Altcoin Buzz Alpha, you've been missing out because our performance, especially in October, has been stratospheric. Check this out. 35% profit in BTC, a 100% profit in our top mid cap, a 100% profit in our gems call, and $1,000 direct profit on the Celestia airdrop, plus $650 in profit on buy and sell calls. Taken together, this is almost a 200x ROI compared to the Altcoin Buzz subscription fee, which is only $15. If you want to get in on this action, check out our link in the description as well as the pinned comment information below. Okay, let's begin with a snapshot view of current and historical performance. Bitcoin may or may not be in a bull market right now. We can call it a pre-bull market tentatively, but that's something that's unconfirmed. We don't even know that 100%. Either way, it's doing well lately. As far as the rest of the market, it's kind of uneven. You have a lot of winners, but you have a lot of other altcoins that aren't responding as well. Perhaps they're too far down that list. The market caps are a little bit too low because, of course, the order is Bitcoin, then Ethereum, then large caps, mid caps, and small caps. That is the flow. That's the way capital cascades through the crypto space, beginning with Bitcoin and ending with the smaller altcoins. And Bitcoin right now is the real powerhouse behind this portfolio. It is propelling it upwards right now. It is by far the most profitable position, both by percentage and by dollars. The rest of our portfolio is still down actually, but thanks to Bitcoin, our total return is up 13.12%. And the two bellwethers that we always consider, Bitcoin and Ethereum, are up 72% and 30% respectively. Like I said, Bitcoin is really leading the charge here. So in terms of profit, the profitable holdings right now besides Bitcoin are the Graph, Kujira, and Luxo. Luxo has been a great performer for us, and the Graph and Kujira have made some pretty monster comebacks in recent months as well to go from losses into profit. But after Bitcoin, the highest profit by percentage is Kujira at 28%. Unfortunately, this means that everything else is still at a loss currently. And sadly, everything is at a double-digit loss of 10% or more. Our top three losses right now are Moonbeam down 53%, Avalanche is down 38%, and Polkadot is down 34%. That's some pretty rough performance right there. Moonbeam we're still satisfied with because of the project's development and where they're at this current stage, so we're keeping it. But we do have a move coming up. We're going to be adjusting the portfolio this month. So as far as the future of this portfolio, we are making one big move. We're actually selling a couple of our slow movers. And we still like these projects, but we think they could be slower to recover than other projects. And therefore we are selling DOT, D-O-T, AVAX, and Fuse. Now, our cash proceeds from the sales are $392 from DOT, that's a $208 loss, $309 from AVAX, or a $190 loss, and $156 from Fuse, a $144 loss. So our total losses are $542 with proceeds of $857. Now, here's what we're considering for the direction of the portfolio. And of course, that's going to be based on what we think the direction of the market will be. So scenario number one for the market is that we enter a bull trap, or in other words, we do not enter a bull market yet. Option one therefore translates into a relief rally, but not the actual start of a bear market. And there are definitely reasons for this. So for example, really only 54 coins are up over the last 7 days. Bitcoin is doing well, yes, but a lot of altcoins aren't, at least not yet. And we are definitely not in an alt season yet as a result. Plus, don't forget there's lots of economic uncertainty and turmoil, political uncertainty as well. That goes without saying in the US and China and internationally, just geopolitically right now. So if you think this is a relief rally and not the beginning of a true bull market, then probably the best way to handle this $857 is to buy stable coins and hold on to them for now. Scenario number 2 to consider is that we are, in fact, at the start of a new bull market. And those of you that may follow quant analyst Plan B and his stock to flow model as applied to Bitcoin, not just precious metals, you know by now that the 2-year upcycle that starts 6 months before the halving just started last week. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, in the last few 4-year cycles, there has been the beginning of an upcycle and then a down cycle, each lasting 2 years. The 4 years corresponds with each Bitcoin halving, of course, the next instance of which will be in late April, 6 months from now. So the 2-year upcycle starts 6 months before the halving, i.e. right now, and then continues until 18 months after for a total of 2 years, right? 6 months prior and then 18 months subsequently. And this pattern has very much held the last couple of cycles. We don't know and cannot guarantee whether it'll hold again, but many people are playing the percentages that it could, and they're buying, or at least looking to buy now and hodl. If you believe that we've entered a new bull market, then it makes sense to buy something right here and right now. And if you're right, the probability is that you will make money. So it comes down to a question of, do we think we can find a better opportunity for our $857 than in the 3 holdings we just sold? What do you guys think? So let's talk about our new buy here that we're introducing. Our thesis is that we are just barely starting right now in a new bull market because first, liquidity will go to Bitcoin as it's doing. Then as I talked about, it'll move to alts with maybe a full-on alt season, but that comes later. So with that in mind, here's what we're buying. Inejctive. And we've been talking about INJ in a lot of other videos. It happens to be up 6% as I record. And as a Cosmos-based app chain, Inejctive has a few things that we're looking at and that we respect. Namely, interoperability. It's an app chain for financial apps and usage, which is great. Plus, it's got terrific tokenomics. 83% of the maximum supply is the current circulating supply. And so on the 28th of October, we used our $857 to buy 63 INJ at $13.59. And that was a great buy because as we just saw, the current price of INJ is well over $18. So we are in the profit to begin with right away. We also like that Inejctive has grown during what have been some tough market conditions. Actually, in fact, INJ is up 500% in the last year and 100% in the last 30 days. It's natural to wonder if that growth can continue, and yes, you should be skeptical. But we think the risk of slower growth is low given how much it's grown during the long bear market. Again, fundamentally, it's been doing everything right. Okay, so DOT, AVAX, and Fuse are unfortunately out, but we have a ton of confidence now in the new asset that we've introduced into our 50x portfolio, Inejctive, ticker INJ.